Hello, everybody. How's it going? This is Azren, the language nerd here. I'm the owner of the Calgary Language Nerds, and welcome to today's video, which is an exciting one. I am announcing some changes here at the Calgary Language Nerds, and I would like you to know about what these changes are. So I'm going to share my screen here. So I've named this presentation, "It's Time to Innovate, the New Calgary Language Nerds." Here's what I'll cover off. So I'd like to talk about the old Calgary Language Nerds. I'd like to talk about why I'm making some changes to the old Calgary Language Nerds. I'd like to talk about what the new Calgary Language Nerds is going to look like. And then there are some next steps at the end that I'd like to share as well. So the old Calgary Language Nerds looked like this. There were free weekly classes that people could attend on a drop-in basis. I hosted them on Duolingo events as well as Meetup. I had paid private and semi-private lessons, as well as paid self-study resources. Now, the private lessons and semi-private lessons, as well as the self-study resources, that's not really going to change at all. What is going to change are these weekly free drop-in classes. So let's talk about these. First of all, let's talk about why this change is even happening. That's important to establish. So first of all, the main platform that I've hosted my online drop-in classes on, not the in-person ones, because I've done in-person ones too, and those ones aren't really changing. In fact, those ones are going to be resuming for the first time in, since COVID, let's say. But the online ones, one reason why they're changing is because Duolingo events recently announced that the attendee limits being capped at 50, and that no external services or links may be shared on their events platform. So the problem with 50 people per event is that a lot of people who sign up for these events, they actually don't end up attending, right? They don't attend. And so when 50 people sign up, you might only get 10 people who show up. And my desire is to help language learners in the hundreds, if not thousands. So if there's only 10, 15 people per event, that's actually problematic for me because it doesn't allow me to help language learners in the hundreds or the thousands, which is what I would like to be doing. It's also problematic that I can't share external services or links on their event platform, because one of the reasons why I do free classes is that it helps generate some new business, some new paid students for my business. So that's problematic. The second issue is that the number of students benefiting from the live weekly classes online is too low, considering the amount of time that tutors put into preparing and teaching lessons. They teach the lesson every week, they prepare for the lessons every week. Often they'll send out resources afterward. It takes my time. I pay my tutors for it. So there's the financial element. And right now, with the free weekly classes, right now with the free weekly classes and the paying students that I have, my business is probably helping language learners in the hundreds. But with my current business structure, free classes, paid private classes, things like that, I don't think I'm in a position to be able to help language learners in the thousands. So I'm trying to make this change because I think this change will help me to help language learners in the thousands and not hundreds of people at a time. Third of all is the cost to run classes is too high when compared to how many people benefit from the classes and the amount of progress people make. As I said, I want to help language learners in the thousands, not in the hundreds. And right now, the way having weekly classes that are free to attend, I don't think I'll be able to help language learners in the thousands by doing that. And so that's a problem, especially when I look at how much money I'm paying my tutors to be running these kinds of classes. Reason number 4, I'm not converting as many people as I would need to in order to keep growing my business. As my business grows, the expenses also increase. And while running the free weekly classes has been profitable over the past however many years now, and it probably would continue to be profitable if I continue to offer them, as the business continues to grow, I think it would stop becoming profitable. I've already noticed that starting to happen. And so I need to switch things up. Otherwise, I won't be able to offer them at all. And that's not good. Drop-in class attendance is heavily based upon the date and time of the class. So that limits the number of language learners that my team and I can teach. That's not good because I want to help people in the thousands, as I've said multiple times. The new model I'm going to introduce in a moment actually gives myself and my team the potential to help way more language learners than I was before. And I think I can help you progress more than we were before as well. And I think this is an innovative way to teach, especially since it will continue to be free. Because what I'm announcing, it's not new. People have done this before. It's just that it's not typically free, but we're going to continue to do it for free. At least that's my plan. That's the hope. So as I said, nothing changes for private and semi-private lessons as well as self-study resources. So nothing there is changing. So what's basically going to happen is there will be three, my plan right now is that there will be 3 recorded lessons per month, and then there will be 1 live lesson per month. I don't know if it's going to be on Sundays. I'm still working that out, but it'll be on a schedule, 3 recorded lessons per month. There will be homework after each of the recorded lessons, so you know what to do between them. And then there'll be a live lesson a month that'll still take place. Every month, there'll be a different topic. So what that means is recorded lesson number 1, number 2, number 3, they're all on the same topic and they're helping you. The goal is to help you not master, but at least get the hang of a specific topic in a specific language. The live lesson, the purpose will be to practice what was taught throughout the recorded lessons. So again, let's go step by step. So there'll be a weekly recorded lesson instead of a live lesson. The recorded lessons will be released as mini series, which each video building on the previous video in order to thoroughly teach a concept. The concept could be a grammar concept, could be pronunciation, could be vocabulary. It'll be different every time, but every month, right? There'll be 3 videos that build upon each other to help teach one concept, and then a live lesson for you all to get together and practice that concept. As I said, 1 live lesson every 4 weeks. So you can practice and master or get as close to mastering the content in the recorded mini series in the recorded lessons. Each mini series, so every month there's a new mini series of lessons. There'll be a PDF available for purchase that'll support your learning based on what was taught that month. So what I'm thinking is, let's say you did a month on the past tense in French. There's some PDFs that help you actually practice the past tense in French further. To help you practice it further. So it could be a worksheet. I'm trying to figure out with my team, like exactly what the content of those PDFs looks like. I think it's probably going to be different depending on the topic of the series, but that's what we're planning. I would like to make some mini lessons on social media that are also based on the topic of the month. So if the flavor of the month is the past tense, for example, there's going to be these weekly videos, recorded lessons, but then also on social media for that month, I would like to be posting, my team and I, we're going to be posting some little mini lessons on that topic as well for the month. And then change number 6. This may seem a little bit unrelated to everything else, but since we're talking about recorded videos, I am releasing a new video series called The Best Way to Learn a Language. You will see mostly behind the scenes updates to start before you see the actual new video series, because I will make some behind the scenes updates. The goal of this series is to help you find a personalized way to learn a language that works best for you, because everyone learns languages differently. Some people learn through classes. Some people want to learn through music. Some people want to learn through private lessons. Some people want to learn through lots of listening and reading. There are different ways that people learn. And I want to create these step-by-step roadmaps and guidelines for people to learn a language in a way that would work best for them. So I'm making a series called The Best Way to Learn a Language. Each episode will cover one strategy that you could use to learn a language and break it down in a step-by-step fashion. And you can kind of pick the method that would work best for you. Okay, so next steps, email me by visiting azrenthelanguagenerd.com/contact to be kept in the loop on further developments. I'm planning to start these classes up in April under this new format. The language is offered or TBD because I need to talk to my tutors and figure out some of my tutors, long story short, I need to figure out what languages are going to offer. That's just a long story short of it. It's probably going to be French, Spanish, Mandarin, Russian, German. Those will probably be the 5 that I start with. And then in the near future, hopefully Gujarati, possibly some indigenous languages here in Canada, possibly. I'm on the fence on that, but that's something I'm looking at. Yeah, those are the ones those are the ones that I'm thinking about the most now. There might be others, but the languages are currently to be determined. So as a recap, let's just recap some of these changes. So instead of a weekly live class, there's going to be 3 recorded lessons released on a schedule. There's homework after the classes. All the classes every month are based on a specific topic, right? On one topic per month. Think of it like the flavor of the month. And then there's a live lesson every month, a live lesson every month to help you practice that topic. Throughout the week, you can expect some mini lessons on that topic as well on different social media platforms. You can follow me at Polyglot Azren. That's where the things will be posted. You can expect those to be posted on different social media platforms. Again, all the mini videos, these little mini lessons are on one single topic. Every month, new topic. I hope that makes sense. If not, you can feel free to contact me, azrenthelanguagenerd.com/contact. Email me, ask any questions you want. This is the change this is what I want to try, at least for a couple of months, 2-3 months, see how it goes at a minimum. I think it'll work really well. I think in the long term, it'll be even better for language learners to have this kind of format than the free live weekly classes. I think more people will be benefited and they will progress more than just through the weekly classes I was doing before. Anyway, if you have any questions, as I said, contact me, azrenthelanguagenerd.com/contact, and we'll chat soon. Bye-bye. I'm excited.